Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in as always, and thank you for all your support. Right, today, get straight into it. We've got a quick unboxing, building and review of Chemical Guy's soft stool ultimate rolling, detailing and utility cart. Been wanting one of these for a while now, for the primary reason that I'm getting old. And I think last year I realised, after copious amounts of valeting and copious amounts of gardening at my mum's, that I was starting to get a bad back. Every now and again. Not a prolonged issue. Anyway, I saw these. I like Chemical Guy stuff. And I thought, do you know what? It wouldn't be out of the way to be able to sit your butt on there, have your drawers for all your gubbins, little shelf, you can contain your bucket on it perfectly, couple of sprayers and spray bottles and a brush, and away you go. Anyway, let's get that open and we'll start having a look. Pause, needed a spare hand. So, what do we get? And as I always say on my channel, my first time is your first time. So that's the holder for 2 bottles and some brushes. Ooh. I suggest that part is going to be the structural elements, and then in here you have soft seat, which is jammed, and I'm going to need 2 hands for that, and the main part of the frame. I'll just put the GoPro down a minute. So, can also be used as a seal, a kneeling pad. It feels like really nice quality actually. Nice and solid. Main part of the structure, and the other component's going to be in there. I'll get that open. So, in the box was 4 nice heavy duty wheels, happy days, a thin spanner. Obviously I've got the good tools for doing up the majority of it, but apparently you need this to be able to slot in just to tighten up the wheels, and the little drawer which is pre-assembled, the legs, just unpack them, and then the obligatory instructions, we'll call them. A quick eyeball what the end product should look like. So I'll get it orientated the right way, and that is that. Right, I'll get the GoPro down, start getting that put together. I don't suppose it's going to be rocket science. If I have to time lapse this bit or cut out any cursing, I apologise. Oh, and I forgot, I'm in the mic. I've got mic, so that means I can carry on waffling and everyone can hear me. Right, just making sure we get this right reading with the tray in the correct orientation. Just put you on there for the minute. Did I put the instructions in there? Let's look at phase 1. So, I'm going to get this organised and do it all facing the same way as the picture and the picture on the box, just to make sure we get it all right. Number 1. Lay down bucket tray support frame as shown and attach 3-inch swivel caster nuts. Righty tighty. Let's get out of the way in case that's in the way of the GoPro. Make sure you've got a semi-good view. And it shows the washers on the top, as you would expect. Boom. Obviously, we're not going to labour around this part. We're going to get it together. We're going to have a looky look. I'll grab some products, and obviously I will sit on it and we'll have a look to see what the comfort's like, what the strength's like, and the load carrying. Obviously I'll go and get a selection of products to fill it up. Let's just make sure we've got this exactly right. For reasons, there's always some oddity. I have one extra washer, which then makes you question, should it go on the top? Should it go on the bottom? The picture shows, which I'm going to confirm in a minute, the picture shows washers on the top of the frame. 100%. Let's just get that there for the minute. Aha. This is what the little skinny spanner is for. Otherwise, you'll be there forever, wondering why it's spinning like I just did on camera for your viewing pleasure. I think it's okay to be human. It is acceptable to be human. That's what I say. I need a seat for putting together the seat. Right, phase 1. Number 2, attach seat support frames to bucket tray support frame with seat support bolts and dome nuts. Could it be any easier? Right, excuse me, just making sure I'm fully decent before crouching in front of the camera. So, get the box, bucket end, supports, the curved section goes towards the front, so I'll be going on like this. Let's treble check the orientation. Just double check the picture. So we've definitely got the washer caster order correct. And again, on these, washer on the top. So the longer bar extending towards the back, which at present I believe to be correct. It's like everything with these kinds of things. You never know. You get to the end and something's gone slightly awry. So with that in mind, maybe it's time to do I was going to say functionality check, but what I do know, this, when it's folded, that goes underneath, I believe. So we're good. Let's just get these on and hand tight. I would put the box in view for the duration of the video, but it's very windy today, or it's windy-ish, but weather forecast suggests that we're in for more. So I've been out making sure the cover is nice and tight on the Fiesta and all strapped down. Same for the van. Just making sure everything's locked down and happy, which it is. And I noted that the weather was looking all right. So that said to me, let's get out there, let's build. Might have to just nip that off. I've probably got a longer, like a deep socket, which I will grab. It's a 13, if anyone's wondering, and that's about the only tool you need. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Farmer type. So we're here. Feels very strong. Classic USA build quality. Just wake up the GoPro, make sure she's happy. Right, get you away. You can go there, you can go there. So we're here. Feels very strong immediately. Right. Next, where are we? So, align drawer assembly in between seat support frames, then install cushion tray, use Phillips head screws to attach. And they're already in there. So we'll just whiz them out and use those to attach the drawer. Just double checking. Seems semi crazy that it's only one, but you know, that's what they say. That's what they say. We're getting near that everything's going to start blowing away part. Right, apologies while I just grab a quick screwdriver. Won't be a moment. Hopefully that won't be too much drama. Aha. We'll go socket. Seeing as the socket set is out. Aha. So this nice and just over hand tight. So we know from product pictures, product descriptions, the outside of the box, the drawer opens that way, so it's not a very difficult decision to make on that front. So you've got the drawer opener there, and this is the base that holds the seat pad, so they go together, and that screw goes through both items. Just want to double check to make sure there's no clip alignment. There isn't. It appears to be totally symmetrical, i.e. ambidextrous, works in both directions. I can't get it wrong, which is nice. It's always a pain when you're doing flat pack or something, and then you get to the end and no one told you that the last bit could only go one particular way, and you think, whoa, why? Obviously, it can only be your own fault because you haven't paid attention, but it's frustrating nonetheless. I think this goes through both. Standard practice before tightening up that one, just to make sure we're gonna make the distance. Needs a tiny bit of pressure on the outside of the frame just to get the hole lined up, which is what I wanted to check before going in like a brute and tightening everything up. Right, let's keep hold of that nice and tight. Another quick check. Drawer system functional, which is nice. Again, it's no great drama. If I had done one too soon, but I like to be belt and braces. So as much as I do, I'll be the first to admit I tend to do everything quick. But I don't mind a little bit of double checking along the way, just to prevent any insanity towards the end. So we'll get that nipped up. Excuse me. So, just to show that, I was applying a little bit of pressure on the outside of the leg frames. I didn't do that. I was applying a little bit of pressure on the outside just so it totally centralised the screw head, because that's how I roll. Do you know what? I might check the instructions in a minute. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Quick squizzy squiz. Section 3 done. Section 4, attach accessory holder bracket to seat. So, same process as before. Hopefully we've got a little over hand tight screws. No. GoPro, stand with me a minute. It'll fall through the holes, won't it? I'll be videoing and it'll vanish through there. Let me just check the viewfinder. That'll do. Right, just whiz these out. Just ever so slightly too tight to do on camera. One-handed, I mean. I needed a spare paw. Once this one's out, I'm going to go and double check. Ooh, squeaky. Maybe you didn't hear that. I'll put the wind muff on the mic today, just to see if, you know, see if it reduces the wind sound. Anyway, as I was going to go on to say, I've just changed the head to a slightly fatter, shorter, shallower Phillips, less pointy, slightly better fit. Ooh. I was getting a tiny bit of burring. You know, I don't mind. This is a tool at the end of the day, the seat, but you know, I like to start off on the right foot. So it's built, everything's working. Apologies, need to move. Oh, here we go. Come on. There. Right, double check picture. Can't really get this part wrong. Yep. I think this is in shot. Everything seems to be made nicely. You know, it's making a nice, solid connection. It seems to be machined nicely. Not having to apply much force, really. I'll probably nip that up with the ratchet head, but certainly for getting it started off, this is the way. So it's just under there, see? I was trying to film through that hole. Whether that's successful or not, I don't know. It's amazing how when you're holding a GoPro and trying to align your paw to do, say, putting a screwdriver in a Phillips head, you can do it really wrong. The human body is crazy. Sorry about the clicking. Just pulling out the stand for the GoPro. There you go. Right. I'm going to pop her up in the air a minute. Whoop. And just nip these up tight. And I'm trying not to scratch it, obviously. Here we are. Given an inadvertent example of the folding mechanism. Seat pad. Insert. You know what I'm doing? Well, let's just grab that. I know it's never going to roll because I'm on well, I don't think that took long at all. One thing I was thinking when I looked at this, I thought, is it going to be really small? But you know what? It's not. I just sat on it. Right, let's just move some stuff. And it does roll a little bit, even though we're on shingle, which I'm pleased about. I didn't think it would at all. Like I say, I got it purely to save my back. And as much as I'm not supposed to be on camera today, I might have to be. Just boxing that up. Suppose I should check the maximum weight, eh? Do you know what? Parallel with the ground, happy, because if your butt is lower than your knees, being 6'3" and 15 stone plus, it can be a problem getting up and down. Just making sure that that was entirely in shot. There's going to be more. I'm going to go and get all the gubbins in a minute and start loading it up. and we'll have a good solid look and get some gear on. Anyway, that's wicked. So first thing to note, build quality great, instructions great, ease of build epic, can't go wrong, cannot go wrong. Right, let's go and get some gear and we'll get it loaded up. Well, there you have it, one Chemical Guys soft seat, stool and storage system complete. Obviously just purely coincidence that I already had Chemical Guys buckets. I bought them, I think, when I first started getting a little bit serious about car cleaning. So as other reviews have mentioned, it fits the like 500ml products fine. Skinny brush, detailing brushes fine, skinny bottle fine, bigger bottle our survey says no, but it's no drama because there is also storage space here, so you can slide your smaller objects underneath, no problem, and the larger products up top. Drawer, I will make better use of this. The mechanism, very nice, very strong, as you expect from American brands. I'll get this filled. I'll use this as a nice dust-free environment for polishing pads, but I'm not getting the polishing pad set out yet because, as well as this item, which I was kindly given for Christmas from my partner, my birthday straight after Christmas, and she also bought me the Auto Finesse polishing kit and the entry-level DAS 6 polisher. So that'll be the next review. Anyway, so I'm sure you're all crying out to see, get in it, get in the seat, get in the seat. So height, great, comfort, great, strength. Honestly, you wouldn't know you were sat on box section. It feels like utterly rock solid. So two more things to test. Let's get some of the gubbins out, and obviously one of the other elements of its design. Oh look, that's a bit disappointing. Oh, just a bit out of mould. It looked like it had been smushed and smashed, which it does a little bit. The foam's all kind of smashed. Then again, it's happened there as well, and there, so oh, I don't suppose it's going to die, and at the end of the day it's going to be slung on the floor. Me knee like. It's funny when you record yourself, you find yourself saying things that you would never normally say. Anyway, I know it's probably counterintuitive taking this out, but just want to see. In fact, there's two more things to do. We want to roll it. So it rolls surprisingly well, given the fact that I'm on gravel, which is a miracle. I thought I'd be carrying it or lifting it, but that is fine. That is fine. Let's take it to a better climate, eh? That's how good the mechanism is. Just slid open. Oh, it rolls like a champ, as you'd imagine. Lovely. No restriction in the rollers at all. Oh, and one hand operation is fine, and it's partly folded itself up, which was the next thing for me to demonstrate. And apologies if I got a little bit puffed out. Right, so as you can see, it folds like a Brompton. I'll put it here. I'll just double check the viewfinder. Lovely. So for storage, I believe you get it like this, fold that underneath, and there you go. And the good thing is, I mean, it's not good because I'm worried about scratching the top, but I'll put it down very, very gently. But the good thing is, you can still keep products in there. Products in the tray underneath, products in this storage tray here, and products in the drawer. Admittedly, your bucket needs to go in its normal place. Let's just open that up. So I think, for me, I'll pick this up very, very gently. That mechanism does feel really nice, actually. It feels really strong. There's no way that's accidentally going to fold up when you're sitting on it. So I'll try and jam everything back in the storage area, very much like that. Very much like that. Let's put this next to it for the final shot. Is this where everyone looks at it and goes, you put it back, still back to front? We're good. Seat opens backwards, check. Bucket on the front. That'll blow over in a minute. Who cares? Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying the content, please hit that like and subscribe button and consider smashing that bell so you get notifications when I post up new content. Anyway, like I say, hope you enjoyed that one. Great to see you all again. Apologies for the delay in content. Lousy weather, Christmas. I have a Christmas type birthday, Jan 5th, so we've got Christmas, New Year's, birthday, 3 weeks wiped out, then weather, poo. Anyway, that aside, I'm back. We're on it. Schedule's coming together. Anyway, thanks for tuning in as always, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.